Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate the latest capability of FrameCE to design and produce a structural design plan. Now this frame here is just a simple frame model so that it's easy for me to demonstrate the design and the drafting. Now I will declare the loads by clicking this loads button and then create the slab, and then the thickness of the slab is declared here. The dead load is here. Now this is dead load because currently I'm in dead load case. Then I will click the areas where there are slabs to be created, and then OK. Now you can see here there are triangular loads on each side of the slab. Now I will go to live load and then edit slab loads button, and then click the slabs to be edited. This is in edit because there are already slabs, so and the thickness is 150, but there is no live load pressure yet, so I will declare the live load pressure and then click OK, and you can see that there are now live loads on each side of the slab. Now next is I will design the members, but first I will hide the slab elements, and then I will start designing. Now first I will design this footing, and then okay, sorry, I don't have to do that yet. I will go to the design menu and then linear elastic design button, and then OK. Select the load case to be used, and then select the footing to be designed, and then click the start designing button. FrameCE will automatically load the correct template to be used, and then it will give you the safe dimension. You have the option of accepting the design or rejecting. You can also save this as PDF for printing later. I will accept this design, and what you will notice is the color of the footing changed to gray, which is an indication that this footing has been designed. I will proceed with the designing of the other footings. Now I want these three footings to have the same dimension, so I will design them simultaneously, and then click the start designing button, and then wait for FrameCE to finish and then accept. Now here, now I will design, or I will select these 8 footings because I want them to have the same dimension reinforcement, and do the same thing, start designing button, and wait for FrameCE to finish in its calculation. OK, accept. Then I want these 4 footings to have the same dimension and reinforcement, so I will choose them simultaneously for the designing, and then start button. Okay, and then OK, and then accept. Now all footings are colored gray because they are all designed. Next is I will design the columns. First, I want these columns at the corners to have the same size and dimension. I mean reinforcement, start, and wait for the FrameCE to finish. Okay, and then accept. Next is I want these perimeter columns to have the same dimension and rebars, and then click the start design button. And by the way, the initial size of the design for columns will use the dimension in the analysis. So in the analysis I use 450 by 450. So FrameCE will start with this dimension and then check if the reinforcement is below the allowable steel ratio. And then if it's okay, it will declare it's okay, and then you can accept. I will accept this. Well, if the required reinforcement is too large, say for example it exceeds the allowable steel ratio, then FrameCE will give you a warning, and then you have to increase the size manually. It's up to you what size you want to have to increase. Okay, and then the next is the design of these columns in the interior. Start, now depending on how many columns you are designing, the time also required to finish the design differs. Okay, accept. Now I have designed all the columns. Next is I will design these two beams to have the same dimension and reinforcement. Start. Okay, accept. Then I will design these interior spans. Okay, accept. Then this one as well. And then okay, accept. Then I will design these 6 beams here to have the same reinforcement and size, so I will design them at once. Then start button. Okay, accept. Now next I will design these two. Start. And then okay, accept. And just to make it quicker, I will just go straight to the design of these 4, even if this is not really advisable, and since this is a demonstration, to make it quicker, I'll just design these 4 all together. Okay, and then okay, accept. Now I will leave these 6 beams at each side undesigned so that you will know what happened later. After designing the elements, then click this back to model. Then there is a button for tabulation of the design. This is design results. Click this button and an Excel spreadsheet will appear tabulating all the designs, the member dimension, the reinforcement, the stirrups, for columns and for footing as well. All the design dimensions and rebars are tabulated here. Okay, and then next is I will go to the drafting mode. So click this draft button, and then there is a warning which says that there are 6 undesigned members, and this is what I was talking about, because I leave the 6 beams undesigned, so there is a warning that the 6 elements has yet to be designed. Okay, and then I will choose the folder where to save the structural design plan, and I don't need to give the file names, because file name of the project will be used with the extension of name depending on what the purpose or what the plan is all about. I'll click OK button, and then it's done. Then I will go to AutoCAD viewer. Now let us see what is the design plan. Now first I will view the footing or the foundation plan. You can see here, this is the foundation plan. The footings are drawn, as well as their corresponding dimensions and the reinforcement along each direction are also indicated in the foundation plan. Next, I will view the floor framing plan. Okay, so this is the floor framing plan. It shows the dimension of, or the section size of each beam. It shows here 400 by 700, and you can see that at its sides, and there is no indication of what the size of the beam are, because I did not design the beams. Next is I will view the column plan. So this is the column plan, 450 by 450. I will view the rebars, the top bars. The top bars are shown here. So it shows that there are 6 16 mm diameter bars at left and the right rebars, as well the mid-span rebars for the top bars. There's also the plan for bottom bars. Okay, here this is for the bottom bars, and there is also the plan for stirrups. You can see here the stirrups. It says 10 millimeter at 300 mm. For the other side, the same. So you can see that the stirrups are given in, the spacing of stirrups are given in this stirrups plan. So I think these are all for today, and have fun.